It's the NFL on EA Sports. And all eyes are on the Jaguars. Sure-handed wide receiver. Always staying busy. He's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Jaguars and the Sentinels under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Sentinels of London. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway here in London. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready?
Quick throw to Olave. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, it's out.
Yeah, Carter calls it. Get the ball.
The lineman on the other side has got it. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
Oh, I see
He's
what's
going to
going
get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that.
He's like, what'd you say?
And they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there.
Oh,
they're going
it's
to go
fourth and
for it on
third?
fourth.
For them.
Back to throw again.
God,
It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It can change momentum in a big way. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Sure.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there.
Get over there.
And this effort won't be enough as they
that
rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So a man shaken up on the play, and this is certainly noteworthy. It's Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback. Well, the medical staff is going to come out and take a look, and we will take a short break. They're indeed going for it as they lift
I had R1, I hit it.
Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
It's all good.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. A first down carry now for Miller, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper.
Damn.
But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Now a throw here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, that's what just happened. I'm going to push it.
He'll look to throw.
Exactly.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Check right. Switch red. Switch yellow. Opposite. Green.
He'll keep it himself. And not
Keep
much
keeping
more
it
as
yourself.
he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot, and it's
I'd be nervous, but I hope I
Man,
don't.
that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
And his kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first.
Oh, yeah, let's hit that boy's toe. They're going to foul me up.
After 3 drives,
Yeah,
we
pretty
score
cool.
with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now.
Ooh, right there.
And set up.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on.
Oh!
Going to be intercepted.
Oh, man.
Well, it's not the first
That's what
time
I
we've
did.
seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing.
Oh,
But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. Inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 37. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Some of those refreshing this line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Inside handoff now, Miller. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. Back to throw.
Bruno, why was I not playing, man?
Devontae Smith with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Sentinels' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That was a solid thing. This is good.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
This is good.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Jaguars getting set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're
But his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
I could have swore I threw a bullet.
This one back to the 37-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. Muscles him off. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So a nice carry there, 15 yards. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Olave over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
That's what I mean.
Second and a couple. Here's Miller on the read option. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed to get to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Yeah, great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They'll drop to throw. That's caught. Touch. Devontae Smith with his second. Game number 8 on the season. And the Sentinels had 6 to their lead.
Oh, yeah. That boy didn't catch that. You
They
buggers.
a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Oh,
Give me
this is
that.
blocked.
Get the ball.
Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. They call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball.
Yeah, I could have got them
They
2
don't care
points.
if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic
Look at
that
this.
jumps up in your chest
Uh-oh.
when that ball's on the
Uh-oh.
ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Out is their quarterback with his offense to take over once more. And his struggles, they're continuing. He had 3 interceptions in last week's ball game. 2 more already here
Oh,
before
he didn't even play
halftime.
last week's
They
game.
take over with a first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up
Should have
incomplete.
let that play
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Bro.
Oh, nice throw here, right side. He
Oh,
holds it in.
God,
and
thank
he gets
you.
this
Wow.
one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
That was my bad.
And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
Whew.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
The defensive coordinators love
You
that.
mad?
You got a
You throwing the ball
quarterback
down
willing
like
to
that, bro?
stick his
You
nose
just-
in there,
you just
come up
lost
on
some
run
yards. You'll be all
support,
right.
and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should
too.
see it
You'll
coming
be
the
all right.
whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be
Oh, I'm
3rd and
good.
15. He's into space past the 25, and he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play.
And he'll take it into the end zone
Oh.
for a touchdown.
I'm not pushing. Oh, that's
James
what's
Miller
bad.
with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac. Among scores. And the Sentinels are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it was finished off on the 14-yard touchdown run. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but
I've been there.
This offense hasn't been able to generate anything. You feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Here's Thomas.
See you.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 42 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
To throw is Thomas. And that will be incomplete.
Move off, Randy.
All right, help me out here, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing.
All right.
Every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
It's the only thing we can do right.
The kick by Bass is good, and that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
Oh, yeah?
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Should have hit.
And the beginning of the drive there is they'll get 20 and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 2.
Smith red, switch, yellow, opposite, green.
Now back to throw. And it's a short one here.
Not
To the
them.
tight end.
I don't know.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I get a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Like that.
Now a second and 2. Up the middle they go. Whitfield. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2 yards to go, second down. Looking to throw. The pass by Olave. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll look to throw here on first down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This way, the type of bag.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it second and 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Second and 5. Thomas will look to throw. And for the
right back to
it's an interception. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame. Touchdown! Chris Olave, as the first half is winding down, and the Seminoles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And his kick
is good,
and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And they'll accept that penalty. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And oh my goodness, here's a interception. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl when you have 4 in one game. I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've come to past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, you have to think you can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're going to try and throw.
Bro, you can throw.
Another interception.
Just
racing to the end zone. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's see what you do, baby.
Now Thomas.
Right there. Oh! That boy was kind of open.
Just as he was letting that go, that could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here.
See you.
Work in the middle of the field. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, get up in there.
And his throw is incomplete.
That was terrible. Okay.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is caught. And he will have the Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort. from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off play action. Thomas.
Oh, he hit me.
It's complete.
Defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
See what you do right here.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Thomas.
Catch that. Yeah, just go down.
Complete. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's to
Well, I see you open when it's my bad.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6.
Yeah, I was there when I did it,
and he
bro.
just throws that one away.
to throw on 2nd and 10.
There you go, Bart. He's going to make that cut eventually.
A great play
It's
there.
fine.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. London about set to take over on offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Blue check. Check pink. Black swap.
They begin with a run by Miller. And they get him down, but not before takes it across the 40-yard line. 96 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. 2nd and 13. They set up the screen to Miller. They get 7 there in the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Here's the option. And a short gain here down to the 22. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 14. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Smith red. Switch yellow.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll set up a throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it and the offense stays out there. They'll bring a tight end in motion. On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Opposite, green. Yellow, line, blue, check. Check, pink.
Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Kendre Miller with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Sentinels will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. On the return, it's Flowers. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Thomas. And it's a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 120 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Set. Hut. Hut.
Out of the pistol look, it's middle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defensive.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Check right. Smith red.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Now on now is the punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On 1st down, Thomas. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Thomas in trouble, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Well, it's an old chestnut, but let's face it, offensively, they've got to have some pride here because this has been a worst-case scenario all game for them. Keep putting in the effort. Keep trying to keep your quarterback upright and get through the end of this one as quickly as possible.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Throwing on 1st down. Thomas. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. London about set to take over on offense. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun? And now off to the races down the right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 134 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Opposite. Green. Yellow. Line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Blue, check. Check pitch.
They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Again, it's Miller. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.